Steve the Salt Magazine here. Got a couple of cool things to show you. A couple of new releases from, well, new to me anyway, from the northwest part of North America. A little bit of significance to that, you'll see. This one is a 12-inch split between Thrones and Sedan. 12-inch split. The Thrones side is, I guess, primarily by a dude named Joe Preston. It's called Bridal Veil, and that's what we're listening to. And a little more bizarre than the Sedan side, which is a little more ambient, not quite as strange. I guess the Sedan, Birdman Set El Jaffe, is by a dude named Scott Seckington primarily, and I think I said the Thrones is primarily Joe Preston. But this release is called When It's Teamwork, It Doesn't Seem Work. A couple of projects out of Oregon, and might be obvious I picked this up for the very cool artwork. It's done by a dude named Sam Ford, based on an original painting by Joffre Bouchard. I believe you can pick this up as a larger print than this, which would be pretty cool. And this is not all that much to start with. I'm pretty sure I got this from 2tonboa.com. Boa constrictor, 2-ton boa. And you can find this tunes on Bandcamp. If you look for Thrones or Sedan, either one. Not too hard to find. This album's probably still available out there. I'm pretty sure it was printed in pressed in 2011, I think, and recorded about 2009, 2010. But yeah, the layout was done by Sherry Frazier. Real nicely done. But this is rather cool art. I'll listen to this kind of stuff more when I'm, it's more drawn out ambient stuff when I'm drawing or reading or something. Yeah, pick this up if you're into cool album artwork or into kind of ambient drone noise, experimental stuff. There's other releases out there, some EPs and stuff. But yeah, Thrones and Sedan. When it's teamwork, it doesn't seem work. All right, second one I've got here. If it's what I think it is a Canadian band. Live TV here. Alright. Handle with care, it says. I love my records. Okay. Canadian band, yes, called Skagos, or Skagos. Album called Ast. Some atmospheric black metal. See all the black? Nice matte finish, no gloss at all. It's kind of cool for a change, something different. So Skagos is, from what I understand, an island in the fantasy series Song of Fire, Ice and Fire, which is inhabited by cannibals and deadly unicorns. See the tie in there? So, 2 LPs here with a elk, rather black metal looking, with the runic type hand drawn. It's pretty nice. Heavy card here. Art done by Roxana something or other. And it's pretty cool, hand drawn, you know, I mean, it doesn't look computerized anyway. So there's as much black metal as atmospheric sounds. They leave out what they call the fairy tale of Satan, which is obviously in most black metal, as most of you know. No, these two Cascadians, they're born again into the fairy tale of earth worship, which not a whole lot different in some circles, some people. Heavy, 180 gram, I guess. It's pretty heavy, heavyweight. It's not full up, that's all right. I believe this album is only an hour, and so that ought to sound good on vinyl here. Nice slipcase, black, you know, nothing fancy, but this is a nice slip sheet for as they go, you know, non-static sleeves, kind of cool. And one of the reasons why I got this, not so much because of the music, as we're hearing, this isn't, you know, if I'm going to listen to black metal, I'm more than likely going to listen to Emperor, Nightside, or whatever it's called. Since I listened to it. But the packaging looked cool, and it was, I mean, where are you going to get, except for a used record, where are you going to get a record for $5? This was $10. But I just thought that etching was pretty rad. I'm a sucker for cool packaging, and you know, this is going out of your way to make something cool, you know. The album cover on the etched on the 4th side. I picked this up on Veil of Tears, bigcartel.com, and I think they have some still available. Once again, if you're into, cool album art, there's quite a few other cooler albums to buy. But if you have any inkling to want to listen to, some atmospheric black metal, it's kind of half and half, or kind of a mix of mostly atmospheric stuff. This is pretty cool. You're not going to really know what's going on, but there's some the drums pound every night in a glorious celebration of life. Some of this is not really into anything, but it's, if you like fiction, dark fiction, but the tie-in, I believe these guys are from a upper northwest area, and I was gonna say, I think you can get this CD on Northern Horde Records. But anyway, there's so much interesting music out there. If you ever been to the upper northwest, you'll see why people get weirded out about the trees. The tree huggers and stuff. One of the strangest experiences of my life, I had 2007, I had to take a trip to Colorado, northern Colorado, for work, and I can't remember the town, college town up there, but anyway, I thought, I'm not going to come all the way to California and not go to the ocean. So I thought, on my day off, one day, I'm going to go see the ocean. I had no idea that there was a big old giant mountain between me, the plains, and the ocean. So, but I made it, halfway there. I'm thinking, well, I'm halfway here, so keep going. I had no idea what kind of trip that was going to be. It was very interesting. Not very many people on that road. And on the way back, there were a hippie bus full of hippies, just kind of hanging out up there. Very strange. And between the ocean and there, a couple of what you call sirens out bathing in the river, out off the road. No cars around, just out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, miles of nowhere. Just two girls out there swimming in the river. Very strange, very strange. And but I made it to the ocean and the redwood forest. Everyone should go see the redwood forest. It's just freaking amazing. It's amazing. But it's just such a strange experience of being over there. Halfway there up top of the mountain, there's a town. Their whole deal. I mean, a really tiny little town on the road. The road splits the town. It's just real small, and they were all about Bigfoot, and that was their thing, And it's just so strange, and just the trees are amazing. And I went on up north, and must have been Oregon that I saw. The road just ends into a canyon, and then continues on the other side. So I guess only ghosts can cross that road with that bridge, invisible bridge, to the town on the other side. But just driving up along there You got to do that. There, you can get off the beaten path and drive right up next to the ocean. If you got a 4x4, right there on the cliff, like hundreds of feet down to the ocean, through all the wet redwoods. It's so fascinating. It's amazing. Everyone should go check that out. Not all at once, you know. Don't want to kill all the trees all at once, you know. But those trees are a little big for just one person to hug. You know, take at least a car full of people, and maybe you can all hug one tree together. But no, that was just that's kind of what. This is what it looks like in the redwood forest, you know. I mean, I really didn't see any goblins or unicorns or anything, but this is what the landscape looks like. And so to get these fantasies, fairy tales out of that is so easy, you know. But it's just you know. It's good to recognize God's creation, but if you really want to experience some amazing things, that'll really give you a sense of awe of creation. You know, the lava rock out, you know, on the beach, porpoises out there, you know, just out. You can see them from the redwoods, you know. So anyway, it's just as mysterious as this album cover. You know, if you want to go see this in real life, go check out the redwood forest. So anyway, Skagos or Skagos Ost. I'm not very. It says eternal warfare, peasant, and something noise. But like I said, I believe you can get this on Northern Horde Records, which none of that is on here. Villagers. I think there's still some available. You know, I mean, it's not the most popular thing, but you know. It's, you know, you can hear, see, you know, what it sounds like. Check it out. Thrones, Sedan, Skagos, some black metal and atmospheric stuff. Check it out. And speaking of being green, went out to Pete and Jake's Cruise-In, a benefit for JDRF this year. I'll post some of the other cool rides in the Salt Zine Facebook. But this rad green machine really stood out like a green thumb. Thanks to God burying trees all over the world under sand and mud during the flood, we got massive amounts of oil, so we can cruise around in sweet rides like this 60s styled candy apple green 29 Ford. It just reeks of freedom in style. Instead of spending all your hard-earned money on records, get off your couch, get in your ride, and go check out another cool place in the world. There's a lot of interesting places out there, and you can write your own amazing or weird story. Alright, that's it for this vid, my first in this longer format. Thanks and congrats if you made it this far. Next time I've got some way different content I'm way stoked to show you. Write in some comments, look us up online, and we'll check you next time. Right on. Right on.